Miss Manners is a very fun, educational, and very, very well animated episode of Rugrats. This is the second segment of the 29th episode of the 6th season, and Angelica has graduated from this school where she went to learn manners. She wasn't sent there just to become a better person, but because her mother is hosting a party for Mr. Yamaguchi's friend or colleague, and Angelica has to be on her best behaviour so that her mother will get a promotion, so that her mother can have the money to buy Angelica a pony. And when Angelica finds out that the babies and the baby's parents will all be invited to this dinner party, which I have to say seems like a terrible idea. If you're going to be throwing a dinner party for your boss's colleague or a potential colleague, maybe just don't invite the neighborhood randoms and other relatives, because that's not a good idea. But nevertheless, for the purpose of the story, this is what happens. And Angelica teaches the babies manners because she's worried that if they don't have manners, they're going to ruin it. Her mother won't get the promotion and she won't get her pony. And part of the episode is her teaching them manners. And the other part of the episode is actually at the dinner party. And I feel like everything played out as I expected, and I thought it was quite fun. What's really interesting is that when Angelica is teaching the babies manners, she's not using manners. You know, practice what you preach, but Angelica doesn't seem to see that. However, there's one point where she says please, and the babies acknowledge it's the first time she's ever said please. I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like she might have said please before, possibly with the episode with the cookies, or maybe the episode where she was lying. I can't remember. I just feel like I've heard her say it before, but either way, it's not something she says often, so it definitely stood out and also goes to show just how desperate she was for that pony. Definitely an interesting narrative that played out really well. Obviously, there are some lessons there in manners. Some of them are decent manners, such as saying please. Some of them, holding your pinky in the air when you're drinking, maybe not that useful, but it's still good fun. And ironically, I was watching it with my elbows on the table. And I had to kind of check myself when Chuckie acknowledged he had his own elbows on the table. So definitely made me more aware of how I was presenting myself, which I think is a good thing. As I said, it was also beautifully animated. The costumes that the characters were wearing were great. Angelica has a couple of costume changes. She has her graduation outfit. She also has her party outfit. The babies are very smartly dressed for the party. Phil and Lil was quite interesting because from behind, I think they're exactly the same. I think their outfits are their classic outfits from behind, but on the front they have a slightly more detailed design with a bow tie for Phil. I can't remember exactly how Lil's was different, but they look smarter anyway. And I thought they looked really great, and it was very well done. I really enjoyed it. Definitely a fun episode, one that can be quite educational about manners. As I said, it made me realise that I was putting my own elbows on the table. I know that's kind of an outdated one now. I don't think that many people are concerned about elbows on the table. I don't even know why that's rude. I might have to Google it after I've done this. But apparently it's bad manners. And yeah, very well animated, decent narrative. Definitely an episode I'd be happy to watch again.